All right, here we go. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. The book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. So now, this video that I'm about to do, this stream or whatever, is called, are we boycotting being real? Boycott, to protest, to snub, to rebel against things. People are boycotting the NFL right now. And I was working out this morning and I was thinking, sometimes that's how I think. And looking at life and talking to some of the older guys at the gym and just interacting with people on a daily basis. Over the years, I always thought about why people aren't as real as they used to be, or why is it so difficult to be real and to be like, a stand up person nowadays? What is so difficult about being honest and having integrity and being true and having standards and keeping your word? Those type of things, right? And I feel like it's more incentive. What's up, cats? My day's going well. My day's going well. Um, I'm chilling now. I was busy most of the day, so I'm gonna chill for now. But the thing about it is, I'm out here interacting with people, and I'm wondering, I can tell that people feel like there's more incentive to be fake than it is to be real, and I can tell how people gravitate towards nonsensical things more so than things that probably help them out in their real life and make their lives better. So, to boycott everything else. Damn, thanks, cats. Uh, y'all, how can I say this? Thank you. I appreciate that, but I don't know what to say, but thank you. Y'all, because I don't even do it for that. Um, the thing about it is, I'm looking at stuff going down, and I'm looking at how people are getting together, and how they're doing things with themselves, and first and foremost, to thine own self be true. And I think people are boycotting being real first and foremost with themselves. Because what happens when you have childhood dreams and aspirations and you pursue them and fail, or you pursue them and you haven't succeeded yet, or I should say you pursue them and you quit, you know, or you pursue them and you get frustrated because it didn't come to fruition when you felt like it should. And now all of a sudden, you're not being real with yourself because you would rather take shortcuts because you might see a short-term gain from a shortcut. And sometimes those shortcuts and those short-term gains sabotage the long-term problem. You got to be willing to take the good with the bad and make the mistakes and, really, really live and take the shots and learn the lessons. But I see people who are not being real with themselves. That's why I said at the gym, people boycotting. I thought about this at the gym because when it comes to health, people are avoiding taking care of themselves. You're not being real about your mortality. You know what I'm saying? You're not being real about that this is your life right now, in this time that we're in right now. And you have to maximize your life. Nobody owes you that. There's nobody who's going to come along and make your life everything that you dreamed about. Yeah, I'm up. I'm up. What's up, y'all? You know, nobody's going to come along and make your life better than you are making it for yourself. And a lot of people not being real about that. I see this far too often. That's the first thing is the health. Then the second thing is the the time put into your goals and aspirations. You know, nobody, I thought as a kid, you know, I can always write music and sing music and rap and do all those things. And I thought somebody would just knock on my door one day and say, you know, I don't know why, but God sent me here because you're special. You know what I'm saying? All I got to do is keep singing with my remote control and a brush in the mirror and practicing all my Michael Jackson and New Edition moves. And I swear to God, somebody going to come through. That's not, but you grow up and you become an adult, you know? I left the grocery store earlier, y'all. Hit the gym, hit the grocery store, hit the mall, took a shower. Now I'm doing this. So get something good, get something healthy now. But that's a problem to me. To me, that's a major problem, because what winds up happening is you get complacent. You know, I've seen people not be real with themselves when it comes to competition, because if you say you're gonna do something and you want to be something, you're gonna have to compete, because you're not the only one that wants to do that thing and wants to be that thing. There are numerous people out there with dreams that are probably the same as yours, and what's going to separate you from them is either work ethic, when they got the opportunity, or the amount of opportunities they got, if they can actually maintain and sustain whatever they get, you know. But ultimately, it's about you. You can have the biggest support system in the world, but if you're not going to do anything with it, you're not going to make anything out of it. You know, they're children who have all the advantages in the world that they've inherited, and they can't make anything successful out of their lives, because guess what? They're not real with themselves. They're not true to who they really are and what they really want to be, and the chances they're going to have to take, the risks they're going to have to take, the things they may have to lose out on to win in the long run. You know, they boycotted being real with themselves. You know, I see people who for some odd reason, how can I say, overly religious. And they'll say one thing about the Bible, Christianity, whether it be Christianity, Judaism, Islam, whatever religion it is. And what winds up happening is they have perverted their religion. And they can't be real when somebody has come along and say, look, man, you know, this is what's the truth and this is what's real. These are positive principles in life and these are negative principles in life. You can't do something negative and then hide behind the Bible. You're not being real right now. I don't want to hear that nobody's perfect, or, you know, everybody makes mistakes, or, you know, or it's not in the Lord's hands. I don't want to hear all that, because you didn't have that on your tongue when you were doing what you were doing that you knew was wrong. So, you know, people aren't real with themselves when it comes to consequence. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And, you know, we got to get into the real stuff nowadays, man. Because if you do positive things, you're going to get something positive out of it. You might not get what you think you want out of the situation, but you're going to get something positive. You know, if you do something negative, you're going to get something negative out of the situation. You might not get back what you thought you would get negatively, but you're going to get something. You know, it's about, you know, being true about it. And I think too many people are being fake, because it's too much TV and entertainment and social media and lifestyle branding and that type of stuff that has people thinking that, you know, fantasy land. You know, when I was a kid, I loved cartoons, man. I still love cartoons. But I know I can't fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not the king of Wakanda. Like, you think I'm really going to have a Black Panther suit in my closet so I can just go out and like, ha, I'm fighting crime. Where's the claw? No, that's not real. That's stupid. You know, if you want to be a superhero, be the best Be a super you, but that's going to take work. Don't forget, God isn't finished with me yet. Yeah. God don't never finish with these people. That's the crazy part about it, y'all. They don't never finish. Let them tell it. I still believe in that phrase, depart from me for I do not know you, but other people, not so much. But that's a whole nother story, right? Because now you're dealing with people and you're dealing with things and you're dealing with principles. And for some odd reason, we do live in a society where there's incentive for being fugazi. So people think the principles are upside down because there's money and being fake. But sometimes some people sell themselves out for short-term gains to be known as fake for the rest of their lives. So you're boycotting what's real for yourself. Now, I'm going to different places with this. Don't think I was just here, because now I say that to say this. Are we boycotting being real in our family? See, family is supposed to be a group of people who are the realest with each other, who are down for each other, who invest in others' dreams and aspirations, who build children to be adults, who guide people into the right direction, that is your first immediate network. But are we boycotting the real people in our family, the real people that do the real things? And the reason I'm asking these questions is because it's holiday season, right? And I've been watching this for years and years and years and years. The real people in the family don't never get gifts. Never. They don't get gifts for Christmas. They don't get gifts for their birthdays. They don't get gifts for Mother's Day or Father's Day. They may not get no Valentine's Day gifts, stuff like that, right? But like I said, it's holiday season. Who's getting gifts? Sometimes the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? Family members who really just want stuff. They from children to adults, family members that just want stuff to feel important on Christmas holiday, right? Oh, this would make, Michael Kors will make my life better. Nah, it really wouldn't. No, it's not going to make your life better. But let them tell it. That's how we doing things, right? But the people who real in your family, no. Who was there for you when you needed help studying? Who was there for you to tell you which direction to go from high school to college, or if you had to go to the military or trade school? Who is the person that you call when you really need some sound advice to go in the right direction to better your life? Because that's not the person that, what I've seen, people calling their family on a regular basis. Donnell, what's happening, man? That's not the person that people calling their family on a regular basis. We call them, it seems like we call the realest family members up when we want something or we need something. Never to say hello, never to stop by, never to just spend time, never to show appreciation. So, and you're kind of looking at it like, whoa, like really? And I noticed this for years because the realest people and people's family, how can I say this? The realest people in people's family would always give people that look or make that like, we know why you're here. After you get what you want or get what you need, you're gonna bounce. And where you going anyways? Where you going? Nobody ever knows. Nobody ever asks. But really, we do know. You're going to be with the fake folks. Because that's why if you boycotting real, you got to be endorsing fakes. Because what happens? Which family members you hanging out with? The ones that's the most fun? And I ain't talking about like your favorite cousin or something like that, or your favorite, that you just, y'all click. But who else you hanging out with? The ones that's the most, that has the most swag, that cracks the most jokes. You wouldn't want to live with them, but you enjoy the entertainment of their messed up life or their messed up decisions that they just seem to be working through all the time. But what about the family members that kept it 100 with you? Not so much. Not rocking with them so much. I don't understand that. I really don't. And it's kind of like the way you treat the real and fake people in your family extends out to the world, And if you're not real with yourself and you're not real with your family, then how you gonna be real with your friends? Or if you avoid being real with yourself and you avoid the real people in your family, what kind of friends you think you're gonna attract and find yourself in company of? Sometimes they use the quote, if you want to see where you're going in life, show me your 5 friends. Well, that really starts with your family. If you want to know which direction you're going in your life, who are your top 5 family members that you kick it with, that you rock with tough? Really, which 5 are they? And a lot of people can't say, or they don't want to say, and that's a problem because we boycotting the wrong things. Because part of what was happening with people talking about everything in life, whether it's family, friends, community, love, kind of stems from the fact that in a lot of multiple ways, we're boycotting being real. Legendary winner, the topic today is, are we boycotting being real? First part I talked about, are you real with yourself? Right now, I'm asking, are you real with your family? Now, that's the thing. Even when it comes to responsibilities, consequences, you're supposed to be able to sit down with your family and say, look, I did this, I didn't do that. This is who I am, this is who I'm not. And your family can point out, the things that are really you and the things that aren't. But guess what? We're not even being real with our family members. We can't keep it 100 with them. Whether it's fear of no support, fear of judgment, fear of being ousted, or fear of having the conversation be about you at Thanksgiving and Christmas and Labor Day, whatever family get-togethers you got, right? All that unnecessary fear, because it's all family. Everybody got family that's good and bad. I mean, I got family that's fucked up. and some of my family say, yo, you fucked up. And I'll be like, I got some ways. I get it. I do get it, Cat. There are people I avoid like the plague. Like, phone ring, damn, I'm known for answering my phone, but I don't want to answer for that motherfucker right there. I've been there. But I just tell people, I pick up the phone, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I ain't fucking with you like that. I'm just keeping 100 with you. Like, that's how I do, folks. But why are we boycotting being real? Why? What's the payout for that? Especially with family. If you're being fake with your family, what's the payout? Because a lot of times these people in the family that are complete screw ups, that the family always has to bail out and do things for, and the ones that support it when they're doing nonsense, and then you have the kids that's trying to do something positive who have no support. a lot of the times what it is they're honest with the family because they have no choice to be, because they're screw ups. You know, same flip side of that with family. Oh, this kid made the honor roll. What happened to the days when the kids made the honor roll and the family came together and gave the kid money and gifts for making honor roll? I haven't even heard of people doing that in at least 15, 20 years. That used to be a normal thing in the family, in the church. People just, now, kid got to sell some tickets on the athletic team or have a viral video of them doing something or be a star in some way, shape, form, or fashion for people just to be around them and to support them in their endeavors. So in my opinion, we boycotting being real, because you ain't gonna have a million stars in your family. You're gonna have a few real ones, you know, a few hardworking people. You may have a star, but the star might not be the glue that keeps the family together. So just like when the patriarch of the family dies and the matriarch of the family dies, who's taking over? Fake ass family members. And the family's just crumbling and going to shit because guess what? We wasn't being real. Man, thanks. That's just green tea, fam. I'm just sipping on green tea. I drink water and green tea. This is green tea with mint and honey. That's it. But thank you. Thank you. Them shades killing me. But you know, that's what's real. Like, what happened? Now I gotta fast forward a little bit when I'm saying what I'm saying, because like I said before, it gets worse because you're friends. I learned this early, and it's sad that I can be closer to 40 and I'm seeing people my age, older, my age and younger, still in a high school mentality because you boycotting your real friends. And my grandparents used to tell me, you know, you're not gonna really have many friends in life. You might be lucky to have 1, 2 real friends. And then I look at social media. Is that the friends that you posting all these pictures with? Nope. Is that the friends that you eating at these restaurants with? Nope. Is that the friends when you posting your concert stuff or the movie you went to? Nope. You know, who are you with? Them fugazi folks, them fake folks, right? The the people that really don't care about you. And what I mean by that is this. If you out there having a great time and enjoying life, and life is just, and you feel like you're winning, your friend could just fall back and be like, keep doing your thing. But if you hit a bump in the road or you fall on some hard times, your friend gonna be the first one knocking at your door, calling your phone, coming through to check on you, you know, caring about your well-being. If you got sick, they help you or help take care of your kids, you know, real talk. But when it comes down to it, it seems like we're boycotting our real friends because we don't have time for our real friends. And that's sad, you know, because we got time for all these other fake folks. Like just a lot of time. Like we planning engagements and dates and parties and events, and we going to the mall and buying outfits, and adding people to your Twitter, tagging folks. Oh yeah, we about to turn up. We about to get lit. We about to do it big. Man, they ain't your friend. Your friend is the one They might have to come pick you up if you get robbed kicking it at 3 o'clock in the morning because your fake ass friend, or like Cat say, friend of me, ain't gonna be there for you. And we wonder what's up. Like, why, we wonder which way is up nowadays. Because for some odd reason, if engagements and adventures or posturing like you're really doing something is the new thing. I don't understand it. In my opinion, it's stupid. It sucks. But that's the reality of it. And it's a dumb reality, in my opinion. Because, I've had friends. One of my best friends really was my best friend. He died. He got killed. His birthday was a couple of days ago, actually. 10 years ago. Maybe 10 years ago. Him and my grandmother, which was my other best friend. They died like 2 weeks apart. He actually died on the 2nd, or the New Year's Day, or the 2nd. And my grandmother died 2 weeks later. So I know the difference between if you lose real friends, that ain't easy to replace. So you got to take advantage of the time you have with them. You got to call them just to say what's up. And I remember some of the things, man. I used to call my best friend every day. I used to be over my grandmother's house when my grandmother moved to Houston after Katrina. I was over there every weekend, to the point where I could keep it 100. I could have applied for a job that probably I would be having a 6-figure salary right now, but I kept the regular job I had to have the time to go hang out with my grandmother. Because for one, I didn't have enough time with her because she was getting sick. So the job wasn't that important. And I never to this day regret that. I wouldn't, a couple extra bucks, I make good enough money. I'm fine. No, don't be sorry about that, cats. I mean, that's the thing about it. I have, in my opinion, when you keeping it 100 with other people and yourself, I don't have the regrets of other people. I really don't. I take all the chances that I want to take to be who I am or to do what I want to do. I'm as real as I can get in my friendships and relationships with people. And I don't have anything haunting me. Some people can't be in the house alone with their own thoughts in mind because of the shit that they've done. I don't have that problem. I could look, in the mirror and see my soul. No problem. I don't trip about anything. What's going on, Ronan? Man, nice to see you, Ronan. And thank you. But Kat, I don't have that problem. Like, I know a lot of people who are suffering. They drinking, they smoking, they're entertaining their life away because they can't fucking be real with themselves. And going out into the world and having all these empty friendships, they didn't find anything. And that's why it bothers me, because if you boycotting being real and you being fake, it's an empty life. It really is an empty life. Like, I don't understand why people do it. I really don't, And you can see the turmoil within them because they're not being who they truly are. Which I gotta fast forward into, are we boycotting being real in society? People call it PC culture, being politically correct. There's some times where you have to have manners intact and you don't need to say and do everything in certain circumstances. I understand that. Having etiquette and decorum. And sometimes you got to throw that shit out the window. I understand that too. But I got to keep it 100. This is a fake society. It's always been fake. So people have a problem with somebody being honest and having integrity and being real and actually being true to themselves and you having to accept them for that. I think, truth be told, society hates you for being real because society is assimilated to be suckers and fake. Everybody is supposed to basically be a robot and do the exact same thing that everybody else does, the exact same way. And you got to fit in to be a human being and stand out and be unique. Oh my God, that throws a cog in the chain. I don't, and then people get mad because I honestly think people get mad when they see somebody who's different in a way of progressive or know who they really are, because they're jealous that they didn't have the guts to be that themselves. It might be in them, that might be them. You know that old saying, if God gives you a talent and you don't put it to use, He's gonna give it to somebody else, right? I'm glad you're doing good, Ronan. Real talk, I'm glad you're doing good. That's the crazy thing to me, man. It's crazy because now you in society, and you know what makes you, your clothes make you real. I don't understand that. I got this outfit on and these name brand labels, and that makes me a better person. No, it don't. It just make you a person who bought a lot of name brand stuff. Simply Deep was popping. That's all that makes you. You know, that's all it makes you. You know, man made the money, money never made the man. You know, man makes the clothes. Clothes don't make the man, right? But guess what? Like I said before, we don't know which way is up. Because somebody will make money and be like, I'm a man because I got 6, 7 figures. No, you're not. I'm real because I got 6, 7 figures. No, you're not. Money only amplifies who you really are. You could be fake with a lot of money and you're just gonna be a rich fake person. You know, some people wear their clothes and their clothes is an extension of their personality, which is crazy to me because if your personality, if your mood changes to the point where your outfit has to change to match your mood every day of the week, you need to check yourself. I'm feeling powerful today, I'm wearing this. I'm feeling insecure today, tomorrow I'm wearing this. I'm feeling you know, fun today, I'm wearing this. Like, did you really wake up with a different personality every day of the week? You don't even know who you are. You should be able to know who you are by now. Get a mirror and a map and Google and find your fucking self. Just saying. But society has you boycotting being real. Because like I said at first, to thine own self be true. If you're not going to be true to yourself, I don't know why you're looking for society to pat you on the back for being true, because society is fake. In society, people will give you a standing ovation and praise you for doing something that kills people in another country as long as it's made them money here. So are you really looking for something real here? Really? You know, they got whistleblowers in society. And guess what? People treat whistleblowers like lepers. How dare you stand up for what's right? How dare you have integrity? How dare you not sell your soul with the rest of us? And then turn right around and say, we need people who stand for what they believe in and do the right thing and you know, are stand-up individuals. We need a country full of innovators and creators and trailblazers. I hate to break the news to y'all, but those are real people. Real people are innovators and trailblazers and think outside the box because they believe in themselves and they believe in their vision, and they're not going to let the world deter them and tell them that they're stupid or that they're inconsequential. They're going to do it anyways. And they're going to make you a believer because society doesn't believe in anything, because society ain't real. Society changes. You know how you can tell society changes. Get. I wish go in if you got a photo album. Look at how everything changes in that photo album. People's hairstyles change. People's clothing change. People's music changes. People's culture change. You know, it's constantly evolving, devolving. You know, just having a little amalgamation here, just this or that. Yeah, you're right. We have, mastered emotionalism and manipulation, and it's crazy to me. It's just really crazy. That's the wait. Oppression is mental and deployed through. You know what the crazy part about it is? I got my degree in psychology, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all this. Some of the roots of psychology is from torture, and this is why I said this is part of the reason why are we boycotting being real. And what you would consider a normal society, psychology probably wouldn't be necessary. But the society is sick. So, as Zoe Williams would call it, a pseudoscience built off of torture of people is actually viable because the society tortures the shit out of you. That's why I'm saying, and what is the cure for that? Honesty, integrity, right and wrong. Life is very simple. It's something right or something wrong. Sometimes it's hard to do what's right. It might cost you to do what's right, but it pays in the long run. And sometimes it doesn't cost you anything to do what's wrong. And it might pay you to do what's wrong. But guess what? You will pay for that. There ain't no walking away scot-free. And though we act like it's not. It's not. There's no walking away with clean hands in this crazy world. It's not going. You're not having it. It's not going to happen. But that's part of the problem. Society, because real people in society, like I said, whether they're truth tellers, whistleblowers, and in some ways, you can even use Colin Kaepernick, even if people felt like Colin was doing something for his own benefit, and even these other places. When you protest, people change. People fight back with the protests. How dare you stand up for something that, I'm comfortable with? And this is why I said we boycotting being real, because most people who are real in society, we shun them. We treat them like they're no good. Like, how dare you? How dare you actually say this is some bullshit and you ain't feeling it? We were all in this silent agreement to go along with these bullshit shenanigans, but you had to just stand up. And then the irony of it is, it's Sunday. Most people go to church and praise God on Sunday or the Sabbath or in bask in understanding right and wrong, but conform to fuckery the rest of the week. Like, how can you really believe in God if you're gonna come somewhere for 2 hours and be real? And the bad part about it is, church is one of the fakest places that I've ever been. So that should let you know how messed up society is. People can't go to church and be real with right and wrong, themselves and God nowadays. I don't do them 5-hour churches, Redskins. We ain't doing that, fam. I leave early like a mother. But that's one of the fakest places that could be. You go to Washington, D.C., Congress, the Senate, whatever you want, the Senate, the whole political system. One of the fakest things in America. Because everybody can be bought. Everybody can be used, be manipulated. And then when people don't want to be used and manipulated, you become a target. It's crazy, but it's real. Because we're acting like we're not boycotting being real. But that's the society we live in. I gotta take this a little further. Because we're doing that in society, what you think we're doing with love? We're boycotting being real when it comes to love. And I'm not just talking about male and female relationships. I'm talking about parenting. We're boycotting, being real for no reason. Like, you got people out here boycotting being an honest parent to their child. I'm gonna shield and shelter my child from the realities of life because I love them so much. No, you don't love your kid. If you're not gonna be real with your kid and you're gonna just lie to your kid because it makes you feel better, that they feel better, but they're not prepared for the world, you freaking don't like your kid. Because you're gonna push them out into this world knowing that they're not prepared. Knowing that if they have kids, your grandkids are not prepared. That sucks. Sucks. And then when you say somebody's giving, tough love, oh my God. Oh, that's just being real with you. That's just preparing you for reality. I've met too many children who became adults who somebody coddled them, hugged them, and kissed them, and they just felt so good. It felt so special. Isn't that special? And then they get out to the world feeling so special, so entitled. Everybody's gonna love me. Everything is gonna work out okay. I'm gonna clip my heels 3 times and I'm gonna fly off to Kansas. No, ain't finna happen like that. And then, it's kind of like young boys going to the military. You can't believe Sarge is on your head like this. Why is he talking to me like that? Why don't he? He's too tough on me. Well, he's being as real as he can be with you so you don't get your head blown off. He loves you enough to not waste the time to hug and kiss you and to tell you everything you need to know in a short amount of time he got with you to let you know all the skills that will keep you alive. So even in the midst, if you're in a firefight, you know what to do that maximize your chances of living. Because you can't just put your gun down and say, everybody, let's just hug it out. Because life is war. That's why I brought up that analogy. Life is war. Love is war. Because you got to fight for it. You got to fight to get it. You got to fight to keep it. You got to fight to maintain it. And you got to fight to preserve it, to pass on the idea that love is necessary for each generation. Uh-oh. Gomer? Really? Gomer? Wow. I feel you with that. There is a lack of respect. And that's what people are, they used to respect people who were real with you. Now we don't. We respect the people who lied to us. And that lie costs us way more than we're willing to pay. And some people are mentally weak and they break down because living those lies, when they come to find out that those lies aren't real and they don't work and it's not going to help them in any kind of way, it mentally shatters them and they never recover, or they take too long to recover. But that's a problem. Same thing, people not being real with love. How you gonna love a motherfucker that don't care about you and dismiss a motherfucker that's down for you? That's basically what we're doing. That's basically when we talk about the quote unquote gender war. That's just at the root of it. This person is real, but you don't like that person because they real. This person is fake, but this person's fakeness is entertaining. So you want to have fun with their fake ass. And then you feel like you're going to have so much fake fun that when it destroys you, you can run back to your real love and they'll patch you up and send you back out on your merry way so you can be with the fake people again. And this is why what also happens that people complain about when you with them fake folks and you see the real person in your life when it comes to your love, moving on and finding love, then you drop that fake for what you doing? Why are you over there trying to be happy and content and fall in love? You're supposed to be there for me. Why do you're supposed to be my number one, number two person? It's not happening. And you're seeing what people are willing to do for the people they love or fake love. Because when you're boycotting the real person, you don't go out with the real person in public. You don't buy the real person gifts. Like I said before, it's holiday season. I've seen this far too many times in a single life where you have somebody that's part of your love life, right? That you just kind of curve and playing to the left because they're consistent, I would say, or they're reliable, they're gonna be there. And then you got this motherfucker you just met, but you at the mall buying them all kinds of shit. Like, oh man, they gonna love this. Woo! I'm about to get this motherfucker a Lexus IS. Oh yeah. How long did you know them? Give or take a couple hours, 7-8 days. They're worth it though. Now the person who held you down all year long, what you gonna get them? You know what? They all right. I might get them half of the card. Because the card I bought the person that I just met that I just really love, I only like the front half of that card. So I'm gonna cut the card off and put it on the card. And I give the person that always got my back and the one that loves me the most, just the back half of that card. I mean, I don't, yeah, they all right. And then you hit the wall. And then guess what happens when you hit the wall? Because you was boycotting a real person, right? Now you want that real person to help you get back on your grind or love you for who you are. No. Boy, Solo was popping, man. Just talking, just getting in here, man, chilling. But you boycotted the real person in your life when it comes to love now. Like, and I've seen men and women this, and it's always been hilarious to me. So you love this person, but you're not being real with this person, right? But when they move on, you got your feelings hurt, right? Damn, you gonna really tell me the Vikings won? It's really like that? It's like that, pimp? Okay, that's fine. Punk ass team. Anyway, but that person moves on. I've seen so many times where a person got married. Oh, somebody lose their damn mind. They moved on. Are they really that happy? I can't believe this motherfucker that left, fell in love, and got married to this motherfucker. What kind of bullshit is that? I was always real with him after I was done fucking him over. Just stupid shit. Just stupid. Because we boycotted the real people. Why? Maybe they're not cute. Okay, they're not cute. Okay. And then they get cute. And you lose your mind. All right. They're not winning. So you just can't. But they kept it 100 with you. They've always been standing up with you. But they're not winning, so you don't love them no more because they're not winning. You know, guys say that the girl loves them. They lose their job or get fired. Guess what happens? She don't love you no more, right? Then you get a better job, and she love you again, right? That's not real. That's not real. But if the shoe was on the other foot, they would, expect you got to be with me through thick or thin. Bullshit. Now, I bring that up. Are we boycotting being real? To say this about we're boycotting being real in life too. This ain't lifestyle of the rich and famous. There's a difference between a life and a lifestyle. What's real is the things that you like that make you happy in life, that make you forget what time it is, that are memories that make you smile every day, right? But we're boycotting those real moments and real memories. We're boycotting that stuff. Why? Because what's important? Pictures of shit that looks like it's the lifestyles of the rich and famous type shit. That's we look like we doing some real shit. I'm on vacation. Is it where you wanted to go? Or is it the new trend? Because if you was real with yourself, you didn't want to go there. I want to go to Paris. Why? Why? Because they told me Paris, they told you. Well, okay, where do you want to go though? Where have you wanted to go your whole life? Oh, me, I want to go to Zanzibar. So why don't you just make a flight to Zanzibar? Because I don't think Zanzibar is Paris. Doesn't matter. It's about what you want in your life. Not other people doing with their lifestyle. How is your life going as far as, are you really rocking the clothes that you rock? Or are you dressing the way that you want to dress? Or are you evolving but in a way that you wanted to evolve? Or are you just one of those people who are just a constant follower? Because you can't be real with your goddamn self. And you can't be real with life. Me personally, I can tell you, people like nice restaurants. I don't. I think that shit is overpriced, and most of the shit ain't good for what you're paying for. I think that's a lifestyle choice. I don't like 5-star restaurants because the 5-star food ain't worth shit, just in my opinion. I don't even eat meat that much, but I take some Wingstop over a 5-star restaurant. You know why? I fucking like French fries. That's real. And if I meet people and we want to go out, why you don't want to do this or that? Look, we can go out for you, but I want some fucking fries. I like playing laser tag. That's fun for me. I know what I like to do. I know who I am. You feel me? That's being real. And then, I've taken people out on dates, and this has come up on dates where a lot of people haven't been exposed to things in life. So what they're doing is they're followers in the sense of it looks cool when they saw it, so they want to do it to say they did it, but it's really not them. It's really not them. And to live your life as real as you can be, you have to be in tune with the things that make you happy. And imitating somebody else's lifestyle will never fucking make you happy. You keeping up with the Joneses on life. They want to be on a yacht at a beach. You might like rock climbing or you know, uh, uh, just how can I say this? Drifting in a car in the desert. That might be your thing. You know what I'm saying? You might like camping. So why are you going that somebody else is doing it when it's not your thing? Doesn't make sense to me. Because guess what? You're not being real. Right now, we have the most technology of a lot of generations. We have a lot of things that we can do that are at our disposal that were never at our disposal before. Damn, dog, you cheap Asian buffet solo. Anyway, but we have a lot of things at our disposal that wasn't at our disposal before, and it takes us a lot less time to do things that would have taken us a very, very long amount of time to do. So now you really have no excuses to not live the life you want to live on your own time, by your own rules. So now if you get stuck up in a lifestyle kick, you boycotted being real with your own life, because you don't have to put as much effort into making these things happen. And I think that became a problem, because if you really want to do something with your life, it will wake you up in the morning, you be driven by it. It'll become second nature to accomplish that goal. Every day will be a day to build to accomplish that goal. But we're not being real about that. You know, we want to fake it till you make it. Why fake it? Why? Like, why? I'm going to fake it till I make it. But what happens if you make it being fake? How long you going to last? Nobody ever asked that question? How long you going to last if you fake it till you make it? Because the people on the level that you're trying to get to have skills. They have the goods to stay where the fuck they at. Do you? Questions. Because in life, and here's the crazy part about it, why people, it bothers me. We're not real about our life as far as time is concerned. You really think you got extra time? You really think you got a whole nother? This ain't motherfucking Nintendo. This ain't oh, I fucked up my life. I got 2 more lives. No, you ain't finna get the duck hunt laugh at when your ass die and you come back. No, you got this motherfucker. So to act like, oh, for one, I got all the time in the world to get it right. Bullshit. And when I was a kid, I say this a million times. They told me, yo, when I was in 8th grade, man, I'm gonna tell you, high school gonna go by just like that. And 4 years gonna be gone. I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't know nothing just because you went to high school and college and shit. And now you looking back at it, you don't know what you talking about. 4 years gonna take forever. And I woke up and I was at graduation. I was like, maybe I should have listened, because fuck, I should have known better. And then I got to college and I'm like, yeah, these 4 years gonna go by like that. And people didn't learn the lesson from high school, was in college like that. You fuck up in college, it might fuck up your life. Oh, okay. But you're not being real about that shit, right? I got somebody that's gonna hire me. I got an uncle, a cousin, you know, I got an auntie that make a lot of money. They're gonna pay all my bills. Bullshit. You wasn't real about your time in life. And now you see people regretting their lives. Because they've wasted their life being fake, because they've wasted their time not being real about the situation. Like, yo, I can't do this shit forever. I'm sorry. You can't be dysfunctional forever. If you do dirt, you get dirt. You're not going to get anything positive out of doing negative shit all the time. You're not just going to hit a lick and it's going to turn your life around. No, this shit don't work like that. Shit don't work like that. You know, and that's what, when people are, you know, oh, I'm going to live this fake life, which everybody think for some odd reason they're going to be Who will be the newest one right now? Cardi B. Oh, I could be a stripper, reality TV star, and a rapper, and I made it. See, here's the problem with y'all. And I'm using this in a male and female reference. Y'all really think Cardi B gonna be important 5-10 years from now? Really? Old school rider, what's happening, fam? Thanks. You know, whoo. Ooh, yeah, Ronan, that's some real shit. That is some real shit. People take the time it takes to recover from your fuck ups. And then people quit because of that. People quit because of that. Like, oh, I can't do this. I spent 30 years investing in bullshit. Now I don't know how long I'm gonna have to fix this. How much I ain't got time to fix this. And then they quit. You know, they quit and they hope somebody else does it for them. Tripping. But you know, let's get back to what I was about to say. Like, you really think Cardi B gonna be something 5-10 years from now? No, she gonna be that thought that made a song about red bottoms that didn't make no fucking sense. That's what she gonna be. I hate to say it like that, but unless she evolves into something else, that's what she gonna be. Man, I've been here for a minute, dog. Hassan, I've been here for a minute, pimp. I'm probably gonna be getting off in about 10 minutes. But it's basically, you know what I'm saying? Are we boycotting being real? So just follow me where I'm at right now, you know, if you don't mind. But here's the thing. If it's your life, and what's real is if you put in work and you do your best, you're gonna get something good out of it. But are we being real about that? No, we bullshitting. You see people bullshitting their lives, swearing to God that it's gonna work out. And this is where you get all these quote unquote haters from. Why these people hate us? Because they bullshitted with them. They bullshitted their life away. That's why they hate us. You didn't know that? You know, they hate us because when they were laughing at you putting in work and they were just kicking it, they didn't take this lesson. And I'm gonna tell you this lesson I'm talking about. When I was a kid, I used to walk to school, and it used to be winos on the street. And they'd be like, look, you see them winos right there? When they was your age, they was out on these corners drinking. And people told them, you need to stop drinking and do something with yourself. Go somewhere, be something, focus on other things. And he's like, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. And you see these winos in their 50s, and you a high school kid, like, did this old motherfucker really waste 30, 40 years out here drinking? Is he really collecting change to get drunk every day? And then they try to tell you, look, young blood, let me tell you something. Just what you need to do with your life. And you look at them like, but I ain't taking advice from your fifth of taco vodka drinking ass. Fuck out my face. You don't know what the fuck you doing. All you know how to do is drink. I hate to say that, but that's how it is, right? And man, you know what, Ronnie, you do need to start a channel, fam. You really do. You really freaking do. Excuse me for that, folks, but Ronan really needs to start a channel. That's the problem. Like, that's the real problem. Because now you out here and these people are haters. And then you're looking at people waste their life. You know, family members do drugs. And then they don't have nothing to show for it. 50s and 60s. Retirement or can't retire. Why? Because of that habit. They've wasted their whole, they have no money for retirement because they wasted their whole retirement getting high. Living in the moment. But when people were being real, like, you need to put that shit down. That shit's gonna cost you more than you expect. You know, they're in the hospital every month, telling the doctors, oh, I don't know why I'm here. The doctor, because you on drugs. That's why you here. I don't do no drugs. Yeah, that ain't never been in my. Look at my whole doctor records. It never said I was on drugs. It's not like because you kept lying every fucking time you came here. You would have been healthy years ago, but you want to lie that you're not on drugs every time and come here with all these drug addict symptoms and drug addict paraphernalia and act like you're not on drugs. If you was fucking healthy, you wouldn't be here. But I'm just saying, and because you boycotting being what's real in life, you know, and to me, this is where it really hits home. And I said this at first. When you grew up as a child and you had a dream to be something, if you didn't achieve that dream and you quit, you live with the regrets. But if you don't quit and you don't achieve that dream, in that chase, you can find other things and have other dreams to chase. For some odd reason, that's how these guys wind up. I know a guy who wanted to be a football player, right? He became a football player. He had a career-ending injury. Early on, couldn't play no more. He turned himself into an agent. He's still in football. He's still in professional, and he's a great agent, dope guy. You know what I'm saying? That's because while chasing his dream, he found other avenues within the dream to go in because, you know, he didn't quit. Some people don't get that. Some people don't understand that. Like I tell my younger coworkers, you know, and even my younger family members. I remember I have a family member, younger cousin, who he's an A&R for a record label, and he didn't know how to go about it, right? But I was an A&R. Well, I wasn't A&R. I was an intern for a record label in college. So I told him the exact process to go through when he was in college to get to be the A&R now. And the crazy part about it is, you know, I wasn't like the other people that I know in life who, if you get to a certain space, you keep all the information to yourself so nobody else can get ahead. That ain't my style. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If I know it and it can help you, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you every step that I know. Because knowledge is power. I tell my son this: knowledge is power. If you forget everything, you are powerless. If you don't know anything, you are powerless. And that's what I mean by are we boycotting what's real? Because sometimes we boycott knowledge. We boycott being smart. You see that when we're children in schools and people, oh, they're smart. They make fun of the smart kid. That smart kid might be able to get your ass, create an industry and give your ass a job. You need to stop bullshit. But it's worse when you see adults get mad at other adults for being intelligent. It's worse when you see adults sabotaging other adults from being successful because they don't want other people to achieve anything. You know, that's where these haters go too far. And we're not being real in life because we spend too much time on haters. How many times when somebody says, man, this kid just got a scholarship to an Ivy League school or to an HBCU or to Howard or something like that. How many times you go, oh, that's the one, we're gonna throw a party. How many times we turn up for positivity? You know, somebody just became a doctor. Are we turning up? Because everybody's celebrating at the club, but we don't know what the fuck they celebrating for. What you in here getting drinks and eating good and popping bottles and dressed up for the night? I got paid for working for 2 weeks. That's it. That's the only fucking reason you're here. Like, it's not nothing. That's nothing to celebrate. Like, and you here every week doing this, or every other week doing this. This is what you doing. Really? That's not real. That's not real. You know. and I hate to be mean when I say some of these things, but when these real people do real things and become real movers and shakers, then all of a sudden we want to be on a real folks team just by nepotism and by proximity without asking the question, can they really use you? And see, you get mad because these people say, look, man, I've known you for years. I can't use you because you have no real value. And then you mad at people telling you that, and then you become a bigger hater. Instead of saying, yo, well, if I don't have no value, what is valuable, or what value can be contributed to your program, and I'll learn that value. I'll learn that skill to be valuable. Instead of, that's a problem, man. Because we can't, it can't all be given to you. It can't. You got to go out there and take it. And when it comes to your life and responsibility for your life, you have to take responsibility for your life, and you have to go out there and take the life that you want to live. You got to earn it. You got to go get it. It ain't going to come to you. So, in my opinion, just my opinion, we're boycotting being real because we're not being real with ourselves. We're not being real with our family. We're not being real with our friends. We're not being real with society. We're not being real with love. And we're not being real with life. And what's bad about that is we constantly see the effects of being fake in all of those categories, and nothing's positive about that. And nobody gets anything out of that. And it destroys people. And that's why people are broken, and they have all of these defense mechanisms and escapism and trigger words, because they spent their life not being real with anything. And now they're drunks, they're alcoholics, they're depressed, they're suicidal, they're regretful, they're broken, they're hurt. But then you see people who just spent their whole life being real, whether they're rich or poor. They are content, they are happy, they're progressing, they're moving along, they're a joy to be around. They're positive. But I see more people gravitating to being fugazi than to being real. Thanks, OG. It's just, yeah, man. Sometimes, man, I'm trying to be as nice about what I'm saying as possible, because I really don't. Sometimes I be really wanting to go hard about certain shit, but it ain't gonna come out well at all. It'll be an epic rant. So, but it's not, you would rather have a positive life than a negative life. And to have a positive life, you got to stop boycotting being real and start boycotting fake shit. You got to protest seeing fake shit. You can't be, we're in a Christian society, right, who praises the idea of Jesus and God, but it's fake all the fucking time. We're in a capitalistic society where if you make money at it, everything's cool. No matter how, even if you destroy somebody being fake, that's crazy. That's very crazy. We live in an obese society that tells you you can eat whatever, drink whatever, and take a pill, and it'll all burn away. And then, did you think eating all that bullshit and drinking sodas and Kool-Aid would blow you up in weight and give you high diabetes and blood pressure and give you a heart attack and stroke? Well, if you feel that way, here's a pill called You Can Lose It All. Side effects are death, heart attack, stroke, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. This drug might even give you an STD, urinary tract infection, but you'll have a six-pack. Like, really? Niggas, you crazy. But people would take that shortcut. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all this before I get out here. This is the crazy part, right? About what I mean by that. I was I met this young guy while I was working. And he didn't want to work. He wasn't at my job. I just met him while I was out. We were talking. I was chopping it up with him. And he felt like he was struggling, and he thought about robbing a bank. And I said, listen, man, that's not a good idea. You know, and I think I told somebody this online too. But I'm like, that ain't a good idea. He's like, yes, it is, man. I could rob this bank. I'll be rich. Because the area that I live in, the bank got robbed. Like 2 banks got robbed in like 10 minutes with a guy on a 10-speed. And I knew they were going to get robbed. Okay, I knew this. When the minute I walked in that bank, and I was like, y'all folks in the suburbs are too goddamn comfortable. Y'all just got the money just on a pallet over here with the damn safe open. No problems. Just you walk in. It's like walking into somebody's living room and they got a pallet of money just sitting in front of the TV, like the coffee table and shit, you know. And then the other bank was damn near the same way. And it was like a bank, a fast food chain, and a bank. So when no cameras at the time, they go, oh, we're in the suburbs, nice white neighborhood. We don't need any cameras. At a bank with money everywhere, you don't need no cameras. Okay, so they got robbed. So this young dude's like, man, I could do the same thing. And I looked at him, I said, let me tell you something. You're going to get yourself locked up for 25, 30 years. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to just keep it 100 with you. He's like, okay. So what's the first thing you need to know about robbing a bank? What's the most important thing that you need to know about robbing a bank? And he's like, get the money. I had to make this stupid face because that's how he was. Get the money. And I'm like, so you're going to get the money and you don't have a fucking getaway, huh? So you're going to get the money and get your ass caught. You need to have a getaway plan, buddy. And then he's like, yeah, you would have robbed the fucking bank and been doing 20 years because your stupid ass would have been running in the parking lot like this is Grand Theft Auto, like you going to fucking get away, idiot. So I was like, you see, that's the problem, man. Just learn how to earn some money. So I gave him options of things to do in life that could earn him money. But I was like, it's going to take time, bro. This ain't going to happen overnight. You're going to have to struggle. You know, I had to keep it 100 with him. And, you know, people don't do that all the time. That's a problem. That's very much so a problem. So, you know, in my opinion, I think we just boycott and being real far too much. You know, life would be a whole lot easier if it was more real people. That's why, you know, that's what a lot of people are upset about in life in general, because they're looking for somebody to just be real with them, even if it's raw and uncut. They just want somebody to be real with them. I mean, this country is at a thirst, is thirsting for realness because there's so much fake shit out there right now. So, you know, that's just my opinion. You know, thank y'all for participating in this little live stream. I didn't do one last week, so sorry. I'm going to do a couple of videos and I'm going to get to doing some other stuff. So I'm going to do some videos later on today. So I appreciate all y'all. As always, love. Catch y'all the next time. Peace.